Good evening and welcome again to another episode of the C-List Villains, your cultivator of the comic culture. I'm your host, AJ. We've got Red and we've got Luke in the building. What's up, Luke?
What's up, guys?
All
How
right.
you been, man?
Sound check is good. Sound check is good. What's up, buddy? Nice haircut.
School year is over.
Yeah. Luke literally just joined the stream right when I started talking, so there's no prep or anything. Luke, you know what? Before we start anything, how you been, man? What's good with you, man?
Doing good, man. Doing real good. I was just in a hammock in the backyard. It's still light up here in Oregon. It's like half light. It gets dark around 10 up here.
Oh, okay. Dang. All right. We just, this part past dusk over here now.
It's I can't really tell right now. I have all my blinds closed, but it looks like
We're in like a little
dark already.
Here. What?
Is tomorrow the solstice?
Is it?
I have no clue. What exactly is solstice?
Longest day of the year.
Is that all it is?
Yeah, well, that's where it lines up in the what do you call it, the Stonehenge, and then it kind of, I guess, does a stupid thing where the aliens and such. I don't know.
Weren't there some kids who just violated the Stonehenge? Like they spray painted it or something?
That's some bad juju.
Wouldn't doubt it. You'll probably piss off a bunch of million monks. Miss So says my babies, and she's asking how's Ellie?
Baby girl, she's doing all right. Not good, but she's doing all right.
Oh, okay. Well, we're sending some good juju out to you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate all the prayers, love, thoughts, anything we could get, baby.
Any word back on Loki?
Damn, man, Loki just disappeared. So bummed.
Damn, he just took the cosmic cube and bounced.
Just the cosmic cube. There were sadly a family of coyotes decided to move in to the acreage behind our house. So they were on our trail cam, and then a bobcat moved in there.
Oh man.
So it was not a good time for him to explore the backwoods.
Really not. Wow. Well, what do you mean that all these animals are coming down the mountain and are they? Is that normal or is that like something?
No, they did all this. They built all these new houses in the wilderness area, and it's pushed all the animals down to us now.
Oh damn!
It was literally like a wilderness, like a park.
Right.
And then like the city sold it to a developer because people are greedy. Mayors want their money.
Yeah, and then now they're building all these little McMansions in the mountains. Probably cost about roughly over $500,000 a piece.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
But they're impeding in nature, in which case drives them towards the whatever plot of land is left.
Yeah, we had a mama deer and her baby fawn nest in our garden.
Dang.
So what do you do? How do you get them to leave? You have to like be kind of violent and scary.
Morning, the dogs come out. They bounce pretty quick. The dogs are out there, but
well, shit. Okay,
it's craziness.
You got a whole zoo back there.
It is a whole zoo.
I
saw this flip a huge hawk, like 6 foot wingspan. Yesterday, It dove and captured a rabbit right in my backyard. It's like right out of National Geographic. And then I went out there and it was like hissing at me and like wouldn't let me get near. I was like, had its wings out.
Oh, because you
damn.
take his food.
Yeah, it was like hissing at me, hissing at the dogs. And then it like flew off. There's the rabbit just dead in my yard.
Oh, damn.
My kids are like crying.
Wait, was it your guys' pet rabbit or just a wild rabbit?
No, there's like rabbits that drop their babies right in our lawn.
Oh, jeez.
They just make their little nest right in the lawn, and dig out a little hole, with
Yeah,
their
yeah, yeah.
babies in there.
Have you gotten any comic books, or you been kind of slowing down on that, or anything picked up recently since we last spoke to you?
Oh, I actually have. Where did I got some? Oh, here we go. Here's some cool ones.
That's America's ass right there, big people.
Yeah. All right. I got some cool stuff. This actually, I might have showed you this, but have you guys seen the new Crow?
The trailer?
This is the Crow. I picked this up. The Crow McFarlane cover. Tom McFarlane did this one.
Oh,
Have you guys
the
seen
comic
it?
book?
New one? The movie
I
came out.
don't think it's out yet. Is it? I heard it's bad though. There's been
I
some
thought it
people.
came out a couple weeks ago.
There was no commercials for it.
Yeah, but I mean, I've seen people who've already seen it. That the reviews are pretty terrible though.
I don't know. Has anybody seen The Crow? Oh,
I mean,
wow.
I know I haven't. I don't know anyone who's seen it.
Budget was... Oh, no. Release date's August 23rd. Okay, we're good.
Oh, good. We're still got a few months.
But I heard they've already shown it to a few people, and it's not that great.
Well, everyone's a hater now. Kingpin.
Oh, nice.
Good,
Found the
great.
first Kingpin. Dude, this is actually a decent little copy. I saw it at a comic shop. It was $250. Had to grab it.
That's a good price for that grade. They usually go around twice that.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I'll grab that. And then I also got a Moon Knight, first Moon Knight, Werewolf by Night.
Oh man,
but that's somewhere around here.
I got a second appearance for a pretty good deal, but I don't have the first.
I've never owned a first ever, which is weird because I've owned almost every comic except the big five. I've never owned a Werewolf by Night
Until now.
Until now.
Well, that's some good juju coming to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully the other part of the big five will come to you this year too. I mean,
Well, Wonder Woman 1, Tech 27, Batman 1, Superman 1. They're all the big ones are DC.
oh yeah.
Wait, one or first appearance?
1, Wonder Woman 1. Dude, you know what? I was actually at a comic book show in March, and they had a Wonder Woman 1. This guy had it. He wanted $12K for it. And honestly,
You thought about it?
well, you see Wonder Woman 1 sell for like $1 million, 1.1 million. You see him sell for crazy money.
Was it like a really low grade, a reader grade, or was it already slab?
It was low grade raw. It was the only. Have you guys ever seen a Wonder Woman #1?
Never.
No, I have not.
Neither have I. I saw it. I was like, I was tempted.
That's like a small sedan you can probably get right now. Use one.
I know.
Okay.
I'm even looking on eBay right now. I don't even know if
Is there any even on there? I'd be shocked.
I cannot find a Wonder Woman first appearance on here.
Wonder Woman #1. And then Tech 27. You'll never see a Tech 27. The first Batman, first Robin. You'll never see a Batman #1. You'll never see a Superman #1.
No,
Amazing Fantasy 15. That's kind of the other big one, but that's not up there with the DC comics.
Yeah,
and they weren't even. Go ahead, Red.
It's not as rare. I mean, it's still rare, but it's not as old as the first two. The first Superman and Batman.
Yeah, those are all early 40s. And dude, they printed a slew of them. They printed a ton. It was a huge seller, but they all got burned. In 1948, this crazy Nazi German scientist said that the teenagers were out of control because of comic books.
Just like today when they're blaming rap music and video games.
They're blaming rap, they're blaming music, they're blaming everybody but parenting.
I I don't think they blame rap anymore, Red. That was when we were growing up.
No, they still blame rap for the N word. Oh, they could say it in the room. Like, come on, be a parent and teach your children.
Yeah, I mean, plus their easy access to weapons and such, and yeah, they glorify the violence.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. What else, Red or Luke? Anything else you want to report before we move on? Any other cool pickups? How's life overall doing, Bell? Your health
Other
and all
than
that
that,
stuff?
I'm stoked to be on summer break. Got 3 months to chill, which seems weird to say as a teacher,
Oh yeah, how's school?
Well, guys, see everyone in 3 months.
No, I thought you were gonna go to the school for your accreditation.
I am. I'm getting my master's. I'm in master's. I just finished my first term, baby. Woo!
Yeah.
So
big money.
Yeah, all A's, baby.
So I'm taking it. I'm guessing. Will this be the time where you'll try to do some live streams for some sales, or are you on full on break mode?
I don't know. I'm kind of in a weird spot with comic books.
Yeah,
wanting
me
to
too.
more just enjoy them, kind of get my love,
Right.
passion for the game.
I'm doing more so trades these days.
I'm kind of with you, bro. Buying trade. Like I'm trying to find the trade for Invincible so I can read that full story, the omnibus.
I would wait.
Kind of rediscover my passion for it. I feel like it's just evolved into just pure. Everyone just wants to make a buck off it, and the stories have kind of gone by the wayside.
Yeah. I kind of agree with you on that. I would say if you are looking for Invincible, I know that Skybound if you're willing to wait till Black Friday, they always have big sales on their trades.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
Because I've been watching that on Amazon, and that's honestly the best, and I love it so much.
I heard The Boys was actually pretty good this season too.
I heard the opposite, actually. Like this is one of their weaker seasons.
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
I'm kind of on AJ's side on that one.
Well, I haven't seen it. All I hear is rumblings of it being good.
Well, watch it. I've watched all the release episodes.
Well, tell us, Luke, because I don't watch it. I only watched the first season. So what's going on with it?
It's just weak. It's a weak season. Yeah, there's not like we haven't had like a huge. We haven't had like a iconic moment yet.
Right.
Remember, like season 1, Homelander and Maeve let the plane crash. That was like the iconic.
Right.
There hasn't been that. Like when they did that, we were like, "Oh shit!" Superman let the plane crash.
Now I've been hearing things like viewers who are watching the show, they're rooting for Homelander, like he's the hero. Is that some of that, or
no?
Or is it people just being misconstrued?
His son's made a big entrance, and this season's about Homelander trying to make his son in the limelight. Because his son is him. He's a mini Homelander, but he has a conscience.
Right. Oh, okay.
So he doesn't want to be like his evil dad.
The apple will fall far from the tree. Miss So says Homelander is still one of my favorite villains.
Yeah,
next to the four of us.
He's still awesome to root against, but yeah, it's Starlight versus Homelander. Starlight, God bless her, Erin Moriarty. She for some.
Oh, did we lose him?
Oh man, I think we lost Luke.
All right, he'll come back. Just paused. There he is.
We lost you for a moment there.
Have you followed the Erin Moriarty plastic surgery drama at all?
I've seen photos of it today.
I've seen photos. Yeah.
I hate to even talk about it, but it's honestly, it's sad.
Does she look that different now on the show?
She looks like one of the vampires in Skyrim.
Damn.
Okay. I don't know that reference, but I'll take your word for it that that's
Played
not good.
Skyrim and
She
the
got full-
vampires. They have the real high cheekbones, narrow chin. You know, whereas before she had this like beautiful girl next door, round face, full
Yeah.
cheeks. She got her cheeks drained, so they're sunken and narrow here, and she got some filler put in her. So now that's huge, and everyone's like, "What happened?"
What drove you to that? Like, what kind of vain shit are you into? It seems like she's getting the Michael Jackson treatment.
She got the Michael Jackson treatment big time. And she was I hate it because my wife's a 10 I think my wife's a 10, but Erin was a 10. She was a 10. And now she's like a 6.
Yeah, got too much plastic. More plastic than Barbie. Hey, Rachel.
She put a lot of plastic in her face.
I mean, how's
That sucks.
Superhero.
well, did her acting kind of suffered with whether her plastic surgery or just let?
It has. It suffered. It's she doesn't have the same charisma that she had in the first couple seasons.
Oh, damn.
Her charisma is completely gone. It's sad.
Miss So says, I wish folks would leave their faces alone, and it's got to be a form of body dysmorphia.
I agree with you. Yeah, I think she got on the Kim K train. You know what I mean?
Maybe she, I don't know. Maybe it was a vanity thing too. Who knows?
Vanity. You're sitting around the off season and you got $1 million in your bank account, and your agent's saying, "Yeah, you should get some filler."
Well, it seems like that's like the prerequisite if you're going to go into Mar-a-Lago, right? To get all that plastic surgery.
If you're gonna go where?
Mar-a-Lago.
She could be Trump's new wife.
What does that have to do with?
No, but a lot of the guests at Mar-a-Lago have had plastic surgery. If you've seen the guest list and their photos, like the past guests, they all look the same. They look like, except for wives, blonde and all busted up here, and then all the fillers and stuff on their face.
Did she go? Was she did she frequent their parties or something?
No. I'm just saying that's like a pre. That's all it is.
Oh, okay.
Miss O says, I think Hollywood just messes them up with all the pressure.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah, we could probably see what's her face, that chick from Madam Web, Sydney Sweeney or Sydney.
Sydney Sweeney. Yeah,
Sweeney.
Yeah. I don't want her to end up to be that way because right now she's young and voluptuous.
Yeah, that's a perfect example, Red, because she's a 10 and you just want her to stay. You stay. Good. Yeah. You're fine.
Don't readjust this. This is good. DNA is good.
Yes. God bless you. Enjoy it. He did not bless all of us.
Your parents gave you great genes. Enjoy it.
Guys like us rely on our intellect to trick the pretty women to date us.
Luke, have you been watching Acolyte?
I haven't watched any of it.
Okay. Are you waiting just to binge watch it?
I was waiting for a full binge, yeah.
Well, let me ask you then, have you heard anything about the show? Like review-wise?
My only reservations with it was that I heard the creator and director was Harvey Weinstein's former assistant, which I thought was super weird.
The Harvey Weinstein has nothing to do with it. Yeah, they didn't even know they were doing that stuff anyway. Yes.
Well, I know that, but that was no. She knew. It's your personal assistant. She of course knew.
Well, I don't know. I'm not there to.
we can.
The personal assistant knows everything.
We can speculate. She had some knowledge, intimate knowledge of Weinstein's.
That's their job is to do the intimate knowledge stuff.
Yeah, we don't know for sure, but we can speculate that.
Yeah. So I was like, what? How did she go from doing nothing to be Harvey Weinstein's assistant to being the head of a Star Wars property?
Yeah.
It seemed fishy.
Hey, Michael, do you like to have intercourse for your own sister?
What does that even mean?
I don't know. It could be a bot, but Fair enough.
Do you
But
yeah.
Red,
So
what did you think
it's
about the?
it's speculation, but who knows?
yeah, well, right. So far for me, with that episode, the writing itself is pretty bland. The acting itself seems like it's a high school play.
Well, they're all newbies though, right? I mean, there's
Yeah.
no
Well, other than Carrie Ann Moss,
Carrie Ann Moss.
yeah,
Well, what's her name? Daphne Keene. She's been in other things.
yeah, but she's
Same with the
pretty young.
Korean actor.
And yeah, that guy is well established actor. He had to learn English to be in the show, but his English has been pretty good. Uh, Otherwise, the story's been pretty good. I mean, yesterday's episode was cut off too early because
I thought so too. Yeah,
they didn't want to reveal the actual person that's under the mask. But that's you know, it's still building up the story. I don't know how many episodes there is there for the season, but I'll watch it as long as the story's good. I just
Nice.
have to
Yeah,
turn-
I'll binge it probably August or so.
yeah. It's under Star Wars lore. I mean, it's the other side viewing the Jedi as as the bad folks, as the bad guy, because they're the ones taking children away to be taught their way of life. It's like religion, you know.
Comics beyond us. Well, first of all, thank you for joining the show, but they're saying that Acolyte is gross and 3 more episodes of poor writing. So we've got one person who definitely does not like the show.
I mean, they're all entitled to their opinion. I mean, everybody, the majority of the opinion really I've read so far have been negative because it's woke, it's bad writing, it's bad selection of actors. There's no white Jedi, that Jedi Master that they're using as a protagonist.
There's no what now?
No white Jedi, no Caucasian Jedi as their main protagonist. There's a myriad of other reasons that people think it's bad. For me, it's just the acting and the writing are pretty much subpar. But it's Star Wars, not Shakespeare. That's what can you expect? You're not watching Game of Thrones. You're not watching what was the other one on Showtime? But that period piece. But still, the acting's gonna be the story, the writing's gonna be subpar.
I think that's the issue, though, is so when we grew up watching Star Wars, right? So we expect that the show is going to grow with us, but in reality, like George Lucas has said, Star Wars has never been for adults. It's always been supposed to be for kids.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of where maybe a lot of us Star Wars fans haven't really, we're still expecting full-on adult storylines.
Well, go back and watch the first 6, episodes 1 through 6. I mean, all that stuff that I said about Acolyte still applies to those 6 episodes. It's to gather a new audience with from ages 6 to 32. It's just that, and the older established Star Wars fans, they're gonna outgrow whatever Star Wars is right now.
Yeah.
Now, my son did watch The Acolyte. He's 14, prime audience, right? He said, he's no longer a Star Wars fan.
Oh, wow.
He's like, hey, Dad, I know this might hurt your feelings, but I don't think I like Star Wars anymore.
Is it because why? Was it just not entertaining enough?
Yeah, he said it was very boring.
And I think that's the issue now is they're trying to make it where adults and kids can appreciate it, where in reality now it's not really it's not pulling anyone now.
That's a fine balance between the two.
Make it a kid's show. I don't fucking care. Make it a kid's show. I'll still watch it.
Yeah, look at
If it was a kid show, and silly and funny and awesome and just crazy, I'd still watch it.
the whole animated series, Star
Yeah,
Wars.
Rebels and all the animated stuff was meant for kids, but adults, we all liked it.
And the funny thing is, my kids, like when they say they like or don't like something, they don't even know how to bring up like race and gender and sexuality. They don't know they don't know how to navigate that. So they're just like, it was boring, or I loved it.
Yeah, that's all it is. I didn't see any of that message that they're trying to put out there on this show. None of that really applied.
Yeah, no, he just thought it was boring.
Yeah, writing was just not exciting. Comics says they're basically are trying to write the Force. How can you rewrite the Force? They basically say anyone can be able to uphold the Force. Yeah,
Okay.
actually, that's how the Force kind of grows, right? That's how the whole Jedi Order is like. You collect the people who gets that superpower.
Well, and in Star Wars, there's been that thing like, what's magic and what's the Force? You know what I mean? Like a witch is a magic wielder. Jedi are the Force wielders. What's the difference between the two?
Yeah, well, I mean, they've always said. I think even George Lucas had said that like Jedi's are wizards or something like that.
Yeah, they're space wizards. Yeah, that's why we had those witches in Ahsoka, and then in this series we get those other set of witches who also wield the Force. Sorry to spoil you for you, Luke, but yeah, that there is another sect of Force wielders, that they're portraying here to be like rebels and showing the Jedi in a different light, saying that they're not hunting down, but they're grabbing their kids who are Force sensitive already and training them to be Jedis instead of them keeping the kids at that certain area with the parents.
Yeah. Okay. I would say, for me at least, this episode was better, but it's still it was getting better towards the end, and then they ended it so abruptly.
Yeah.
I'm not at least for this episode. I mean, I'm not hating on the show entirely, but there's definitely some improvement that needs to be made, I thought.
Man, we had our first Jedi Wookiee, and then it's gone. Like, fuck. But we did get two familiar faces in that show. We got two familiar faces from the prequel trilogy.
Ki-Adi-Mundi, and who's the other one?
Plo Koon.
Oh, Plo Koon was in there?
Yeah, he was the dude in the mask. He was in the background.
Man, I missed that. Okay.
Yeah, so you got young Ki-Adi-Mundi before he became a Jedi Master, and then Plo Koon.
Okay. So what would you rate this episode, Red?
8. 8.
8. All right. You know what? I was gonna give it an 8 because I wasn't too impressed with it. But if you liked it with an 8, so I think I got to drop mine to like a 7 then.
Wow, dude, you're gonna just take my score and just trample all over it.
Well, I mean, if you're liking it and you're giving it an 8, and I wasn't feeling it too much, I can't give it an 8, right?
Yeah. That's your score. Comic says, but isn't the Force supposed to choose you? Controlled chaos.
Man, I don't know. I have no clue, dude.
Yeah, I have no clue.
You can't say the Force chose you. Oh, it's like saying that Jesus Christ chose you to be Christian versus Muhammad chose me to be Muslim or something like that, right? You were talking about two sides of the same coin. Doesn't need to choose you. You just apparently get it.
I don't know.
When you binge watch it, Luke, then yeah, you'll let us know what kind of opinion you'll form there. Because yeah, it's good at points and it's bad at points too.
Red is very forgiving. He's very lenient on his ratings. Yeah, and easily. Did you say easily entertained? Yeah, and easily entertained. So
easily entertained. Again, if the story is good, even though the other stuffs are, even the effects, the acting, And I don't know, any other stuff is bad. I'll trudge through it.
Right.
Unlike
So
unlike Willow on Disney Plus, that was just completely horrible. I couldn't go through that one.
yeah, it's so bad they pulled it. Right, I can't even watch it now.
Yeah, they pulled the whole
Gone.
there.
So have you guys seen this whole hubbub with Addy Gradoff calling? Well, let's just say another artist called out another artist using AI art. Have you seen all this stuff?
Yeah, I sent it to you guys.
Oh, you did? Okay, you probably did, but
Oh, yeah. I follow Addy.
Oh, I sent it to you.
I also
Well, I mean-
follow the other guy, Live Rock or Live Rock or however he does his weird signature.
so for backstory for everyone,
It's Francesco Mattina.
yeah, Addy Granoff,
met him.
I hope I'm saying his name right, called out Francesco Mattina for essentially using AI art for a recent Superman cover.
And this isn't the first time he's been called out for similar tactics.
Yeah. What was his reply, Luke? What did he say anything?
No. Radio
Yeah.
silence. But he was radio silence before too.
Yeah. He's been. I know that in the past there were claims that he was taking other people's art and like tracing over it, and this one he got called out for using AI art.
Yeah, and in the past he stole some art with some kind of like plagiarized. But yeah, this one with the Superman S is
I mean, in all honesty, I would not have even noticed that.
no, I wouldn't have either, but Addy is a trained artist, so
I mean, even looking at that, I'm like, oh, it looks fine to me, but you know,
Towards the bottom of the S, where there's an extra yellow piece there.
yeah.
That's like seeing another tail of the S.
it doesn't look like Matina's art at all.
No, because Mattina usually does traditional painting, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought it was
Yeah,
all. I thought he did
very
digital.
respected.
No, well, I don't know.
Yeah, it's real odd.
Because if he's going in this route, just maybe testing the digital realm. Wow.
Well, it is digitally enhanced, even if you don't want to acknowledge AI. It is 100% digitally altered.
Like, does it really look like previous other Superman covers? And I say, yeah, it does look like the old Superman 1992 #1 when it came back from the
Okay.
Well, see, look. Here's the thing. I'm looking at. Okay, there's a double yellow, right? That's what.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see it now. A double
Yeah,
yellow.
that was the bottom of the S, the bottom line, and that's now an extra line.
Yeah.
And, that guy would have missed it because it was such a small detail. And anybody else that's been like looking at art all day, they can probably notice that right away.
Yeah.
I would, and you know what, Ramita Jr. for however bad he's been. Give me Ramita Jr. over that. I mean, at least he's in his room. You know, his wife's filming him, penciling and drawing.
Ooh, comic says Todd Father got called out for a double pinky.
Really? I didn't see that.
Well, he does more digital than traditional now. So
Todd only does digital.
yeah.
He has that big digital pad thing he draws on.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen that.
What I don't know, the whatever After Effects that they use in order for them to enhance their drawings. Yeah. What is it that creates a double pinky or like mutant fingers on every one of these AI images, right?
I don't know. Maybe it's still a glitch in the AI software. I don't know if that's what you want to call it, but maybe it's still not perfected, right? So
well, AI is notorious for adding or deleting fingers or like random lines.
Yeah. He says it's a recent Spawn cover. It could be just a mistake because remember, older drawings, older hand drawings were had mistakes too. There's that famous Wolverine cover where he has the guy holding him by his claws. They're saying that hand was another left hand. And
Who did that cover?
I forgot, but they also said that the claws are coming out of his wrist instead of his on top of his hand.
Yeah, I mean, there's been some. I've seen some ASM 300 Venom homages where he's doing this when we all know that the webs come out from his this way, right? For Venom,
Oh,
they don't come out like that.
Oh, so Venom's comes out of his top of his hand, and well, Spider here.
Yeah. So
we're talking about with the web shooters, and not the one that's physically made by his body.
Right. Well, with Venom, the webs come out of his knuckle area or whatever this part is.
I never do that.
Yeah, and so there's been some ASM 300 Venom, like ASM 300 homages with Venom, where the artist has, mistakenly done this when it should just gone like that.
Who's checking it? Who's checking the artist? I mean, it should be Marvel, right? Or whoever commissioned.
It should have been, yeah.
That's common knowledge that Venom shoots his web through the other part of the hand and not like Spider-Man. That's sometimes they don't know that. I didn't know that.
Here's the one. Let's see here. It is actually, it looks like it was a Capullo cover, unless it was more recent.
I share on the screen.
Yeah, it's on there. Let's see here. There it is. So, but this was from 2020. The left hand has 5 fingers. The right hand has like 6 or 7. I don't know. But that was 4 years ago. I don't know.
Yeah, I would say then that might have been just artist error.
That's 6. I think I count 6 or 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7 fingers. And so that's Capullo. I mean, yeah. I don't know if 4 years ago too was ChatGPT even a thing 4 years ago.
I don't even know if you could even use AI back then to do.
Yeah, I don't think it was even a thing.
I think that was the colorist mistake because he thought probably one of the things that comes out of the cape or whatever that armor is
could be true. Yeah,
not a finger, and he colored it as a finger.
Yeah, good call on that one, Red.
I mean, you know what? The more that I look at like when you see like artists who when you have like their original art and their sketches, and then you realize that like if they just pencil and they have an inker and a colorist, I mean that's a lot of like communication, because sometimes like you don't know what exactly the artist is trying. When there's a lot of crazy stuff going on, you got to like make sure you've done it properly, or the art's going to be misconstrued.
That's why you have to build a relationship with your inker and your colorist, right?
Big time.
Jim Lee has never changed up his team. That's why they work great together. If you're being teamed up with another team, then definitely there has to be that coordination. That way, there's nothing like that would happen.
I feel like Jim Lee would be like a really hard person to work for.
You think so?
I think so. I think he's like super perfectionist.
I feel like at early on in his career, but I think now he has so much trust in Scott Williams. I mean, have you seen the mad? I'm not saying it's like when you've seen like when Jim Lee's done a quick pencil sketch, right? And then you see that Scott Williams did his magic on it. I mean, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it takes it up 100% for sure. We watched him sketch live, Red and I and E-Man.
Yeah, we did.
And someone didn't want to come. Watch Jim sketch. We were like 60 feet away from Jim sketching. And he asked for a Taco Bell receipt, and I flipping ate a Taco Bell the day before and did not keep the receipt.
Damn it! So
And
cool.
if you would have had it, he would have given you the sketch. Was that like a contest?
He did 3 sketches, I think. Was it 3 or 2?
3 sketches. One was some like cherry chapstick. One was a Taco Bell receipt. But it's cool. The guy who got the Taco Bell receipt one, it was this gorgeous Wonder Woman sketch. There was this little girl sitting up in the front, probably like 5 or 6. The guy gets it and then turns around and gives it to the little girl. He's like, it's all you, man. It's all you.
Wow.
I was like, oh, I would not have done that.
Oh, hey, that's a $600 sketch.
No, now it's a $1,500 sketch.
I wonder if did he see that action take place?
I think so. Like I think he was in the moment. I don't know. He was still talking.
Because I would have thought that maybe if he saw that, he would have been like, hey, you know what? Here's another sketch for you. But I mean, what do I know?
Jim is like that. He would totally have done that. But I don't think he did.
Did I ever tell you about the time when one of his daughters was selling Girl Scout cookies?
No.
And you met one of his daughters?
No. So this was, I don't know, probably 7-8 years ago. His daughter was in the Girl Scouts, and he would help sell his daughter's cookies by, like, he would post, hey, I'm gonna be here supporting my daughter selling cookies. I'll be handing out sketches for anyone who comes and buys cookies, right? So I missed the post, and I was like, you know what? I wasn't really following him like that intently, but now, like, after that, I was like, all right, I'm gonna really make sure I'm on top of whatever he posts as far as like things like that. But that was the one and only year that he did that.
One and only, baby.
I was like, I'm ready for next year when Girl Scout cookies come around. I had like a notification on my phone. So like anytime he would post, I would get the notification.
No, he did actually go to a comic shop. He still pops by comic shops and will do random sketches. And he said the last one he did, nobody showed up except for one person.
What? Really?
One person. Because he'd be like, hey, I'm at this comic shop. If you want to come get a sketch, I'll be here for 30 minutes. And only one person. And then he left, and like a crowd of people stormed right when he left.
Well, between the time he posts and then it gets out in the world, the time is already kind of
yeah.
Especially if it's their birthday, like that window is too short.
I remember at WonderCon, he would do sketches and hide them at certain locations, and he would give hints. Like he would take a picture of something, and it would be in that vicinity. And he stopped doing that because what people would soon realize is all they had to do is follow the wife, and the wife would drop it off, and then bingo, you've got a sketch.
Oh, wow. Well,
and his wife was getting stalked. Oh, man.
So, yeah, that stopped probably, I don't know, maybe close to 10 years ago, I think.
Yeah, the last time it was like at LA Comic Con before it switched over from Kamikaze, right? I remember doing it with you there.
Maybe, yeah. So, I mean, there's been opportunities. He's not just always selling. But there's opportunities to get something from him. It's gotta, get lucky at some point.
Well, Lawrence and I got lucky that year. We bought some pages from him.
Oh yeah, you guys clean house.
We got a Suicide Squad page. I got a Superman Unchained page.
Oh damn!
And then you have a couple of video game pages too.
I got a couple of video game pages he did for a video game cover. Like 2007, he's just been walking around. It's like background buildings.
Oh, I think you told us about that. Yeah,
Yeah, like so random. I was like, these are cool.
yeah.
Jim Lee.
Yeah, you don't figure he's got like some kind of architecture student, right? And he mostly draws characters. But it comes down to the backgrounds, they're pretty clean. Clean lines.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you guys think at some point AI art is going to really get into the mainstream comic business?
It's already there.
It already is. 100%.
I mean, we already got some of our previous guests like Ariel Diaz, this guy Shikari. He's been
Wait, Ariel Diaz doesn't use AI
she
art?
does it, but she's been alleged, or people have been alleging her for using AI, and then a bunch of other people out there. It's getting to a point where you can't tell whether or not these artists are using AI because it's just so
Well,
big.
because they can crop it and pull elements, and yeah, it's huge to accuse someone too, but it's also really tempting when you've got a deadline and you can like add a bunch of
I could
detail.
imagine. Yeah. That's why I like to. I still, as much as the artists these days they're going more digital. I still love pencil sketches because you can tell the difference.
Addy Greenhoff.
This one isn't AI.
That's 100%. I know. You know what?
That's a scale.
The detail is a little too real in that, right? I'm sorry.
Needed more color.
Addy Greenhoff, 100% traditional. He doesn't do any digital.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I kind of feel as though. Do you think AI art could at some point devalue like sketches and original pages, or it's going to increase the value, or it won't make any change at all?
It'll make it more valuable.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think they won't be on pages anymore. They'll be on digital screens every time.
It's all going digital. I think it's going to make it more valuable.
All your older stock, original art, original splash pages from comics are gonna raise in value because now they stop, drawing on them and going more to the digital platform.
Yeah. I agree. All right, so we're moving on to our last segment, our 80s flashback trailer. Today we've got one of my favorites, Revenge of the Nerds. And when I think about it, I don't know about you guys, but this was completely inappropriate to watch because I remember watching this in second grade.
No.
We had HBO. I ended up staying up late watching TV. My parents fell asleep, and it was Revenge of the Nerds on. I had no clue what any of this stuff meant, but I knew it was hilarious and entertaining.
Oh, before we start, Aggressive says, "I love the rise of AI art. Now I'm not bad. I'm unique. I'm uniquely human in my style. I see AI art much now. It's hard to avoid." Says Miss So. All right.
Yeah, Revenge of the Nerds came out in '84, so I was 5.
Well, so was Luke. So you guys about a month apart birthday. So probably our first time looking at nipples in bush.
Wait, okay. Do you guys remember watching this? Like how old you were?
Had to 10 maybe or 11.
Not in the theaters. I watched it in '86 on HBO actually.
So what grade is that? Is that around second grade, third grade?
Third grade, yeah, around there.
Yeah, so I was in second grade. So I mean, all right.
Star Wars, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
What?
The Sound of Music. In the tradition of these great films about fighting back against the odds, 20th Century Fox presents another milestone in motion picture history. Revenge of the Nerds.
Nerds?
Nerds. Nerds!
What is a nerd?
They've been laughed at, picked on. There's a roommate, pal! And put down.
I'm not kissing a nerd.
They don't have the moves or the muscle,
You know karate? No. Good.
but they've got the brains.
I know what we're gonna do.
It's time for the art to get even.
Their action tonight demands an immediate retaliation. How many cameras do we have left?
This should do it.
Oh, here she comes. Go up, go up. Oh, no.
Oh, I can't believe you showed the trailer.
Are all nerds as good as you?
Revenge of the Nerds. Their time has come.
I drink to that.
Yeah.
I think that was the original trailer. That's the only one I found. But yeah, that looked too modern. At least
You
modern.
think so?
Yeah.
It looked a lot more clear, but I mean, it seemed like an '80s trailer.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I would say that this I haven't seen this movie in a long time, but I think it would still hold up if I watched it today.
Oh, Miss Sosa, I think I saw this for the first time on VHS as a kid. You know what? Yeah, it probably was where I saw it too. Then, yeah.
No, I don't think it's gonna hold up, AJ.
You don't think so?
No.
At least not the technology part where they have the robot. I mean, school wise, maybe.
Entertainment value? You don't think you would still be able to be entertained by watching it? No?
I'd get like 30 minutes in and bounce, probably.
Yeah, I mean, plus it's always on freeform, so it's really edited for television.
Wait, Red, I'm gonna ask you. You said you watched this on VHS. Who rented it for you?
Oh, the old man, those he likes nudity too, so he's gonna share it with me. He shares his Playboy magazines with me at that age. How else am I supposed to learn? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so you know the whole thing about nudity, sex, and cuss words, that wasn't really a problem in the house because it didn't drive me to a point where, like when we were talking about earlier, where the rap music was being played for kids shooting up schools. That's that kind of stuff on TV. Him renting videos with nudity, cuss words, and all that shit. I still grew up normal, sort of.
Yeah. Also, I think just like, I mean, I grew up watching, like I said, I'm pretty sure I was in second grade when I watched it. Very little parental guidance because I remember watching it at home at night. So my parents were there, but they weren't like watching me. And I remember that's the thing about like back then, like I was watching all kinds of rated R movies, like all the violent, Terminator, Stallone, all those movies, Rambo. I was watching all those movies with my pops.
Being all three of us were latchkey kids. Pretty sure that we all got away with a lot of stuff during the 80s. That kids today you probably wouldn't have your kids watch this stuff, fresh out the box.
Yeah.
Because you already knew, like you read the wordings on there, like contains nudity and foul language and yada yada yada, adult situations. Like, I don't think this is good for you, man. Go stick to Blue's Clues. Before that, in the 80s, we never had that. It was just like, hey, oh, they heard it was funny. You want to watch this? Let's go watch this.
Yeah. I mean, we had Sesame Street, I guess, and Fraggle Rock, right?
It's tough to compete though these days. I saw Inside Out 2 over the weekend. Man, it's really good.
Really?
Really good.
Do you have to watch the first one to understand the second one?
Nope. I've never even seen the first one.
Okay. I'm thinking about maybe taking my nephew to see it.
100%, because my 14-year-old son liked it. My 12-year-old daughter liked it. They all liked it.
Pixar is always good for tearjerkers and feel-good movies.
Yeah, it was a feel-good movie. But it had some heart, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, even Toy Story still holds up.
Toy Story holds up 100%.
Are they? I heard that they were going to make another one. Is that true or no?
Yeah. That's
But it's going to be brand new, like kid, right? I think it's a brand new kid.
yeah. Plus, you get to get an update on see where Buzz and Woody ended up.
So, what would you grade the Revenge of the Nerds trailer?
Oh, from what I saw back in the '80s compared to now, 9.2. I mean, it still gives it still passes for a laugh, but you already know when the jokes are coming. That's
Yeah.
What about you?
What about you, Luke?
Oh man, 0 laughs for me on that one. I go like 6-0.
Okay,
Hey, you grew up in a very conservative household, so I don't think you ever even got to see anything like that, right?
I don't know. I saw it pretty early.
I'm gonna go a little higher than Red. I'm gonna go 9.4. I think if I was to watch it now, I would still probably laugh. But I mean, who knows? I think it just brings me back to like when I was a kid watching it and not understanding exactly what's going on, but knowing that, but having that feeling like this is funny.
So you never related to them as a nerd yourself. You just thought like, hey, this is how college life is like. And
I mean, I was in second grade. I mean, I was in like second, third grade. So I mean, I don't think I could relate. I couldn't relate to any of those characters.
In the back of your mind, when you started UCR, did you think that you were gonna witness the same shit that you saw in Revenge of the Nerds when you went to college? And same question goes to you, Luke.
Somewhat. I mean, I thought about joining a frat. I never did, and I kind of felt like, that's how there's aspects of that are in college.
Luke,
No, I stayed in town. I didn't move away for college, so I kept all my friends.
Yeah, I moved away, so I was, in a sense, forced to make friends.
Yeah, so you joined a frat.
They're sort of a frat. Well, his set of other friends, pretty cool guys. Yeah, they're very friendly, fun guys.
Yeah. All right. I think we've covered everything tonight. Luke, are you going to any conventions or anything like that nature?
Not too soon.
Okay.
Not too soon, but so to the guys, I'm gonna ask the ones we sold to from the previous years. We will not be at RCC this year.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Dude, I haven't been able to find any good collections this year.
When is it? When is RCC?
It's a little bit after Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, mid-September.
Okay. I mean, there's
always,
time.
every year I've been able to find good collections. At least a couple. This year, man, something pops up. It's just like,
here's also what I've been thinking too. There's definitely we're I think collectible wise, there's a bit of a low, right? So I think maybe people are holding off until it picks up again, because if you're selling now, you're pretty much selling at a I don't want to say discount, but it's definitely hit its valley as opposed to its peak, right? So if you're buying collections, you're definitely going to command more of a discount, right?
totally.
That's what it seems like. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even care that it was good stuff. Buy it.
It just seems like people are moving stuff to get out of it now, especially in toys too, because I've been seeing a lot more toy sales coming out of my feed.
Yeah, I mean, I've started selling a few of my toys that I've been holding off on. Like, I sold one of my not the last one I had. Remember the old movie Small Soldiers? Or
Yeah.
So I still had one of the characters still in its package. I went ahead and sold it on eBay the other day, just to make room for some other stuff,
Totally.
Well, yeah, you probably gotta buy that new John Jank G.I. Joe that's gonna come out of the Comic-Con then, right?
You know me, I'm always gonna buy the the con exclusives. So I am. That's another thing. I'm selling certain things to get ready for Comic Con.
Okay, so if you guys didn't know, John Jang designed a new box for GI Joe, one of these, but it's Nemesis Enforcer is the character that he drew it for. So if you remember Cobra Law from the GI Joe the movie, and Nemesis Enforcer was like the guy with the wings.
Wait, so he drew the box or he drew a cover?
He drew the box for Nemesis Enforcer.
Oh, but that figure hasn't come out yet then.
It's gonna be released during Comic Con.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it a con exclusive?
A Hasbro exclusive. I think it was Hasbro or another store.
Okay.
There's that one, and Aaron Bartling just dropped his new Teenage
Turtle.
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
That was sick too. Big fan of Raphael. That's my dude.
So if you're a fan of Bartling, go after that.
I think Red, once it gets closer to the con, maybe we could do a special episode for everything that's coming out for the convention.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's do that. We still have a lot of giveaways here. If you guys have seen watching Interview with the Vampire, go watch.
No.
It's a pretty good story right now.
What's it on right now? AMC or is that AMC?
Sundays at 9:00. It's it's not gonna turn you gay, but damn it, it's phenomenal storytelling right there.
Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. Red says watch Interview with the Vampire. I may tune in. I mean, I haven't watched. Was it season 2 or 3 already?
It's 2 right now. It's season 2.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if I'll be lost watching it, but I may give it a shot.
Oh my gosh!
What you see?
I am freaking out right now.
What happened?
Can I just share one thing before
Yeah,
we
of course.
end? Look at this. Look what Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is called in a foreign. I don't even know what this is. How did we never know this?
Cock?
Technocock.
Technocock.
Are you serious?
That's Russian.
Is that Russian?
Yeah.
Technocock?
How do you know it's Russian?
Yeah, that's Russian.
Are you serious? I need where's my Technocock shirt? I'm Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Russian.
Teeny Titan Technocock. Oh, wow. I must buy that cover.
I have to have this. Where can I buy some Technococks? I want 1 through 10.
That's a whole compendium of the original, not Malibu run, but the.
There's an IDW cover too, so that's fairly recent.
Yeah, that's just the translation. Where is Technocock?
What's the other names for turtle? A terrapin and tortoise, right? So Technocock be like a terrapin translation?
What? Where is
I
this?
don't know.
Teeny Titan Technocock.
I've got to find it. It is so. How did we never know that? Yeah, it's all over. Well,
Hungary. It's from Hungary.
Hungary.
Yeah.
Technococks are from Hungary. All right.
All right.
Made in Hungary. Yep.
Close enough to the Russian Federation.
Here we go.
All
right. Anything else, guys?
Oh, that's it for now. Join us on Sunday for another show, and watch out for E-Man stuff as well, because E-Man has some stuff coming out on his YouTube. He's starting to do some shorts and comic reviews, so they're pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, it's fun.
Hit us up on socials.
Cool. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you all next week. Peace out.
Get that Technocock.
Get him.
Thanks again for listening to another episode of the Sealess Villains podcast, your cultivators of the comic culture. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and email us at sealessvillains@gmail.com. You can also leave us a voicemail or text us at 209-975-7597. Be sure to join Luke Week's Facebook group, Rare Keys and First Appearance Comics. And you can follow us on our 2 Instagram accounts, Sealess Villains and C-List Villains Podcast. Lastly, follow the villains on their separate IG accounts. At Luke Weeks, at C-List Villainous Red, at C-List E-Man, and I am at AJ the Comic Collector. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you all next episode.